When Lionel started its zero-gauge line in 1915, they offered in the first years only a semaphore, a street lamp, and a tunnel. In 1920, they added a station, telegraph posts, a warning sign, and two types of bridges. These bridges were offered with approaches. This smaller bridge was advertised as a model of a latticework steel bridge, which one has often seen in Chicago, where the Illinois Central Railroad passes over parks or roadways. The larger bridge was offered as a model of the famous Hellgate Bridge, which crosses the East River from Harlem to Manhattan. This bridge was offered for standard and zero gauge, and the approaches were longer than that of the smaller zero gauge bridge, as illustrated in this image. In 1928, Lionel introduced a fairly realistic version of the Hellgate Bridge. The original bridge was built between 1912 and 1917 and was at that time the world's longest steel arch bridge. Today it is operated by Amtrak. Lionel offered this model until the end of the pre-war period. The bridge shown in this video has been restored. In 1931, Lionel replaced the 100 bridge series with the 270-280. These bridges had no longer approaches, but could be placed flat on the floor. The small electric locos and cars from the 1920s could easily handle the fairly steep approaches, but the now introduced much longer steamers had problems to cross them properly. The 270 was designed for zero gauge, the 280 for standard gauge. The 280 design still quoted the Hellgate Arch Bridge. Just at the end of the prewar production, Lionel introduced the first bastille or drawbridge offered as a scale model. Drawbridges were built all over the world. The most famous may be the Tower Bridge in London. The Lionel model was driven by a motor placed in a little house. This house had windows, but lacked a door. The bridge was again offered in the post-war production until 1949. Lionel introduced two more bridges in 1940, which could be placed flat on the floor. During the prewar production, Lionel did not offer trusses set, so model railroaders had to custom build if they wanted to elevate the bridges. Only in the post-war period, a 25-piece set was introduced in 1955. The 315-316 was a model of a girder bridge seen all over America. The 314 bridge was a model common to short spans,